The National Energy Fund under the Mines and Energy Ministry will spend $154 million on under-recoveries recorded last month in efforts to ease the burden on motorists. The 1st of December will signal the 8th fuel price increase for the year 2021. Petrol economist at the ministry, Abednego Ekanjo, says the fund will continue to meet consumers halfway.
The aim of the ministry is obviously to ensure that our consumers are cushioned against these volatilities in the international oil market. And we do that through the National Energy Fund, as you are rightly saying. But the other aim of the ministry is also to ensure that the fund is always in a healthy financial position. So the ministry, what we can confirm right now is that the fund is in a healthy financial position, and moving forward into the future, it will be able to meet its financial obligations to the fuel importers in the country. And just to give you a brief history of the transactions that has taken place over the last 4 months. In August, for example, the fund paid out around 60 million Namibian dollars to the oil importers to cover for these under-recoveries. And then during September, the fund dispensed around 49 million to cover for these under-recoveries. And then during October, the amount was very high, where the fund paid out nearly 155 million to the oil importers to compensate them for these under-recoveries. And based on the under-recoveries that we have observed for November, we are also expecting the fund to finance these under-recoveries to over 100 million. So, but what we can confirm is that the fund, the National Energy Fund, is still in a healthy financial position, and moving forward into the future, it will be able to meet its financial obligations to the oil importers in the country.
The fuel price will in particular impact households and small businesses. Senior Public Relations Officer Andreas Simon says it is never the government's intention to place a burden on consumers, as they are aware of the challenges facing the economy. But safeguarding the fund's long-term sustainability is key.
This month, when we did the review, we saw that we're actually at a crossroads here. And we really had to think deep and deliberate deep, discuss deep and plan deep in order for us to come up with that final conclusion, which ultimately led to us or to the ministry having to increase fuel. The one thing that the public must also understand is that if, let's say, for example, we did not increase fuel, and we had to again subsidize the entire amount or carry those costs for the under-recoveries entirely from the NEF, the amount would have been alarming, would have been very high, and therefore it sets us in a position to perhaps not even in the future be able to pay for those under-recoveries from the NEF, especially if we don't know how the market will actually perform the coming month, because this is all about forecasting. We ought to look at how has the market performed either last month or the previous months, and most likely how will it perform in the coming months. And it is only if we take decisions that are meaningful, like the ones that we did for this month, we are able to at least secure that even if say, for example, the market does not play in our favor, come the other month, we have at least gained some money from the consumers. We have, through that subsidization practice that we follow to be able to take from the savings again and further subsidize.
Namibia is the only country in the SADC bloc that subsidizes fuel, easing the burden on consumers. Factors such as the depreciating Namibian dollar against the US currency, coupled with OPEC's reluctance to increase global oil supply, is keeping fuel prices high.